The following podcast may contain spoilers.
Hello and welcome to They Made Me Watch It, a weekly podcast where we dissect a show that one of us has never watched. This is season 2, and following the MCU theme, we are reviewing The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I am Yari, and I'm joined by Max.
Hello.
And Adrian.
Hi, everyone.
If you want to reach out to us, we have an email address. It's thewaythewatch@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @TheyMadeMeWatch. We also have a Patreon, so if you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/TheyMadeMeWatchIt. And you can also support the show totally for free by sharing it with your friends and leaving us a review on Apple Podcast. Welcome back, guys.
Hey.
Pleasure.
Week
Pleasure.
4.
This is what it's about.
4, huh?
This is the week we've been waiting for.
Exactly.
Yeah, every week
Exactly.
we wait for the next one.
Not many to go, huh? 2 to go. We're closing in.
Yeah, and more fighting is coming just for you, Adrian. So,
You know what?
yeah.
Here's something interesting. I didn't mind the fight, one of them, with the Doramaja.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Doramaja? Well, that fight, I didn't mind it, actually, because it was quite funny because, and I know we're skipping to, like, middle of the episode already, but that
I mean,
fight...
it felt like the middle, start, and end. It was all the same scene. It felt like this one.
But,
To
I
be
mean,
honest.
I think that was like the trigger that made Walker take the serum, I think.
And also-
jumping further ahead, but
I think it was everybody by this stage has wanted to see Captain America get his ass kicked, right? No one likes him, and Bucky and Falcon are not going to do it maybe yet.
it's Birdman.
I know. I mean, I was saying it for your sake, but fine. I'll say.
Birdman and the Winter Soldier. That's what the series is called.
But they weren't going to do it yet, right? You can feel it's probably going to come, but they're not going to do it yet. So it was quite good. We got to see him get his ass kicked. And I think everyone was waiting for that.
He was really sad that he was getting beaten up because he was like, they're not even got super serum. They're not even enhanced. What am I doing?
I mean, to be fair, they're pretty savage, those royal guards from Wakanda, but still.
It's awesome. And he was just a big whinger, and we finally got to see it. But, okay, I don't know if we want to continue on from this point or go back to the beginning.
Maybe let's start from the beginning.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Well, something I wanted to mention before we even get into it. I don't know if you guys saw Adrian. I doubt you would have seen it because I don't think you go searching anything afterwards when we record or watch them.
No.
But so from the last episode, Zemo, sorry, my voice went on the wind. Zemo's dancing. That everyone loved when he was dancing in the club a little bit.
Yeah.
Afterwards, loads of fans kept tweeting hashtag release the Zemo cut, like because they wanted more of the dancing. Because so apparently, like that was all like he made up on the spot and just danced by himself.
Yeah.
So then Marvel decided to actually release it, and all they did was release an hour-long clip of just a repeat of him dancing for an hour. But it was after everyone. Obviously, if you don't know, the hashtag release the Zemo cut it's like a spoof on everyone trying to get the Snyder cut for Justice League. So.
Yeah.
But that's cool. At least they're playing along.
Yeah, I mean, an hour long of just him dancing. It's pretty. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, please search it, guys.
When you got a spare hour.
So, what do you guys think of this episode? For me, the first 20 minutes, half an hour, I was a bit bored. I was like, I mean, I liked each episode before this more and more, and then this went a bit backwards. But the last 10 minutes were pretty cool. What about you guys?
No, I mean, I didn't mind it. I feel like not much happened in this specific episode. It felt like to me it was a bit because obviously, I suppose they're trying to. Again, it keeps flipping between this Karli, her is she good or bad, and what are her motives good. It keeps going between the two. Obviously, we see them at the funeral as well, and she's not saying, "Why are you trying to stop me? I'm literally the good guys here." But
I mean, we say not much happened, but
sorry, when I say that, I mean it felt like one big scene, but it went super slow. Then really fast fight scene, then super slow. It was a bit of a
Yeah, true.
And I felt like, okay, I tell you what my main issue with this series is I think they got together almost too quickly and went off on this adventure too quickly. They almost needed to keep them a little bit separate for a little bit longer so that when they get together, they do all the interesting stuff. Because this episode was now 3 people lugging around for half an hour to this girl, to this place, find the Maja dojo, whatever. And they're just they're all just like holding hands, walking around the streets together because they can't trust Zemo, and these 2 guys are already together. So this when I said it's just these 2 guys, I just mean, and I said this the last 3 episodes probably now, but what I mean by that is it's just them. And then we see Captain America, and then he turns up. Then it's like 5 guys all hanging out in the same place, whatever. So in that sense, it was a lot of that. This episode was really a bit dull. And then at the end, as you all said, the fight gets more interesting and Zemo finds the serum, etc., etc. So... But I did like the second bit. I really enjoyed it because now, and also I think this is the first episode that's left us on a real sort of cliffhanger, right? So the other 3 were sort of just, and we'll see what happens next week. This week was more, well, we know what happens at the end.
Oh shit, what's going to happen next week?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so now I'm more curious than I have been the last couple of weeks. So it was good. The good bits picked up. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say obviously at the beginning when we. It's one thing that never really went into much detail in the films, but is when Bucky was like they stopped his brainwashing and all that kind of thing. Obviously, I understand it's just a 6-episode series, because it's the kind of thing that I would have liked to maybe see more of him, them fixing it, because all they showed was her saying the words and him not turning into Winter Soldier anymore, and then he starts crying when he's happy about it. Obviously. Yeah, if they could have done that more, I mean, I know not everyone's a big fan of flashbacks all the time, because you want to find out what's going on next. I think they did that
just to show more of the relationship between Bucky and Ayo. Yeah.
But no, I like that bit too. I did like that. And yeah, it would have been interesting to see sort of where he's, or even if he spent that session with the psychiatrist, by himself, and they sort of did the flashbacks then, and he's, retelling that story, and you could have seen it then. And that's sort of what I've been meaning, which I've been unable to explain properly, which is...
You want more flashbacks?
No, like to see them separately, because now they've joined together. We're literally hopping from like, we'll all go look at something together. Now we'll go here together. And so...
Come on, everyone, hold hands.
Yeah, and then when Lemar and Captain America turn up, it's 5 people standing around doing, talking. So, yeah. Anyway, in saying that, I quite like the Sharon. They've used her a little bit this episode.
Is she still the power broker?
I don't think so. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be interesting to find out who it is. I'm sure it'll be the Hulk or someone afterwards.
I mean, it could. I mean, it could have been Zemo from inside the prison. You never know. Yeah, well, he's a baron. He's got money.
Yeah.
But why would he want the serum just to destroy it?
To destroy it, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what he's after. If he's got the power to get it, he might want to have got it to destroy it.
And because why else did he... Okay, apart from not being in jail, maybe there's an extra reason why he did, come out of jail, and that was to get that girl. But he doesn't have a phone, does he? Because that girl... What's her name? Got a text.
Yeah.
You little girl. Blah, blah, blah.
He might have a phone. I'm sure he can... I mean, he's a baron.
I mean, he's
he
rich.
can probably pay off anyone, yeah.
Or maybe he asks his butler to send his threatening texts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
Maybe he's got like his Siri, but he's changed Siri's name to like, "Hey Sam," or "Hey Falcon," and he's just like said something in tongue in cheek, making him think that he's not actually sending a text.
And he really is.
Can you imagine if I said, "Oh, hey Sam," and then his phone sends it, and then it's fine.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, it's probably General Ross, like you said. I'm just deliberately throwing different names in to see what.
But also because Sharon at some point says that the power broker is mad because they killed the doctor and he wants more serum. That's why he's mad.
Or what if it's Bucky and he's not actually trying? His brainwashing has not been fixed, and it's the Winter Soldier. It's the Power
In
Broker.
disguise.
Yeah.
Imagine plot twist at the end. It's been the Winter Soldier all along.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
You never
see.
know.
What do you guys think about the Zemo wanted to kill Karli and Sam wanted to talk to her? What would you do?
What would I do? Would I kill her? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, in that situation, like, would you try and talk to her, or are you more a Zemo kind of person?
Well, I think with the information that they knew,
Are you a killer, Max? Are you a killer?
well, I like to with the information that they knew.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd say try and talk to her first because you don't know the actual motives enough.
Yeah, exactly
to,
right. You want to understand behind what's actually
and
going
then
on.
kill her.
Yeah, exactly.
Murder her.
The other thing would be, find out who she is, what she's doing, and then if she's doing something that you disagree with, then you can just tell it to Captain America and then leave it alone. Wash my hands of this. Chop. You take over and leave it at that.
Okay.
And you, Yari, what would you do? You'd talk to her? You'd just straight up Zemo her?
Well, probably. Especially after she killed... I mean, would you go and talk to someone that fucking bombed the building for nothing, for no reason?
No, well, she's such a... It's a young kid, and you do have, like, these superpowers,
she's a super
right?
strong... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a bit scary.
If I could take her out, I would.
Jesus. You better edit that bit out.
But even when Sam went in and actually did go to talk to her. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm pretty sure, and John Walker, I'm not calling him the new Captain America or anything.
Stupid.
Yeah. He obviously he said, I'll give you some time to talk to her. Was it 8 minutes or something? I can't remember.
10
something
minutes.
stupid. 10 minutes. I don't know why it would be 8 minutes. I don't know why I've got
Yeah, but there was a funeral in between, like... So
yeah,
weird.
but
Yeah, it was really
But he
stupid.
didn't wait very long at all. He literally did not give him a chance. So and it was going quite well. You
But
checked
why
first
did
before you...
Bucky let it go?
Wouldn't you just listen to up against the door or in the hallway just to hear what's actually happening rather than barge in?
Yeah. Or
And I
text him. So he just goes, okay. It's fine. It's one second.
Yeah, go away, thanks.
Yeah.
And I think that's where his spiral sort of began when he got his ass kicked by the Doramaja. And in the meantime, his ego's hurt because he's let this girl, kick his ass as well and escape. And I think he's really just looking for any win and he's desperate for it. And that's when he picks up the last vial of serum. Wow. And I didn't think it was serious. And I didn't think it was actually going to happen. When you mentioned it last week, that Captain America takes a thing, I thought, surely they're not going to follow it to the T, but they have.
Exactly
As predicted. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
I
Otherwise,
did
it wouldn't
like
be
when
a
they...
fair fight.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I did like when they... when AO just made Bucky's arm fall off. Just quickly, just press a button, the eject button.
What's
that
wondering
for?
if that was gonna go back on. I was like, oh my god, this poor guy. And now he just connects it back. Oh.
I was having flashbacks of Toy Story 2, of Woody trying to stick his arm back on. That's it. That's what it felt like to me. It was going to be for the rest of the episode. Just Bucky running around with an arm.
Running with one arm and holding the other arm.
Hitting people with the other arm. But he did put it on it was quite cool when he put it back on.
Yeah, it was quite cool. Sort of all slot back in.
Well, it is Wakandan tech, so
It's crazy.
They're up to date.
When Zemo catches up to Karli and shoots her, and then all the vials fall on the floor, for 1 second I was like, imagine if he takes one.
Well, that's what I thought he was going to do. He did look at it a little bit too longingly, and then I was like, oh my god, is he going to do it? The anti-hero guy's going to be a hero guy?
But then it ended up being like a whack-a-mole. He was just stamping on them just wherever he saw them.
And conveniently miss one for one.
Oh, yeah.
He was so
This one's for you, Kat.
crazy. He was so crazy distracted by it. Another guy ran into the room, picked up the girl, carried her out while he was still stomping away on these vials. Zemo, huh?
Well, Zemo hasn't betrayed them yet. and there's only 2 episodes left, and we still have to take New Cap out and probably turn Karli into a good guy. I think that's how it's gonna end. So I don't know if there's time for Zemo to be bad in this season.
Well, I think Karli's going to end up being good, and I think Zemo's going to be bad. I think it's I think that's how it's going to go.
I can only imagine that they're using this as like a flip. So at the end, it's revealed that Zemo's a bad guy. So he probably is a power broker. Look,
I mean that's what I was thinking.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Zemo
because there's not enough time to deal with the power broker, with Zemo, with Karli.
A new person.
Yeah, it's one of the ones we already know, definitely.
Well, maybe they do leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger, and so there's like a season 2.
Could be, but they haven't planned it. But maybe Karli is the power broker. Well, they haven't announced it. That's what I mean.
Well, ask Adrian. He will know.
Well, always when you're writing the first series, guys, there is talk of a second series. Obviously, these people just are making billions per everything, so
per minute.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if you're planning to make 2 because you don't need to worry about ratings. It's your own platform. But I can only imagine that they probably are. I don't know, to be honest. There probably would be. There's a lot of characters in this one, but I don't even know where the comics go with this, so I'm just making it up, obviously. What happens in the comics? They find Captain America the bad guy, and Zemo...
Well, they're not doing a copy and paste from the comics. They're just taking things from here and there.
Inspiration.
Yeah. They're leading us to think that that's what's going to happen, I feel like. But we'll see. 2 episodes left, isn't there?
Do we think that Lemar's dead?
Yes.
Battlestar. So. Because when Captain America jumped out of the window, they quickly went back and showed him, and I was like, oh my god, is he going to move? But no, it didn't move.
Yeah. He looks pretty dead.
To be honest, the casualty of him, like I felt sorry for him because he hasn't actually done anything. He's just been a sappy sidekick. Sorry.
Well, I felt like he was introduced as someone who they could kill off. I felt like that's genuinely what I felt like.
Also, I think that he was kind of the good side of Walker, and now without him, he's just going to go mental.
Well, this is the
I think you're right.
The decay, and this downward spiral of.
And what about how he decapitated that guy in the square with the shield?
I mean, that was dark.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, now I like this episode.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Falcon behind him, they're going to have him for the crimes as well. Like they're going to say he was with him.
I thought that because everyone was filming
it. Yeah.
So it's going to be like Captain America and Falcon are evil or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
Something a bit more catchy than that. But
did you see? This is one thing that caught my eye, and I don't know if it was anything or nothing. But did you see it was almost like rosary beads, but it wasn't. That the girl was holding when she was at the funeral, as the Birdman walked into the room.
Honestly, I didn't see that. So
she was holding something and rubbing her finger over it, and then it cuts back and forth, and then just as you see what it is, it cuts away from it, and it actually has no relevance to me. I don't know what it is, but I was wondering if you guys saw it.
I mean, it could be something massive. It could be something massive, or it could be
just one of those things they used to pray, right?
Yeah, but then there's like a metal. Let me find it, and I'll come back to you.
Okay. What else? Oh, Zemo's gone.
Oh yeah, he snuck out the door, didn't he? So I mean,
so that all happened.
So now he's gone into the power broker chair now. So he's rushed off. Gone, oh shit! I need to do power broker stuff. Yeah.
Hello, Richard. Although to be honest, that little girl thing does sound like something he would say, right?
I quite like when he was singing. He was walking and singing.
Yeah, I can see it. It looks like a necklace. Maybe it's a necklace from the person that died.
Is that a symbol of anything?
No.
I can't tell from the picture.
Well, it's the film. We can keep watching it, guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can find out the next episode maybe.
Yeah, if it is
nothing.
relevant.
Yeah, exactly. Probably nothing.
I quite liked when he was actually walking out into that courtyard just singing. When they're trying to get someone to talk for ages, saying, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
looking for," and he's just there singing, giving Turkish delights out to bribe kids. Yeah, come on,
That's
kids!
like they,
I've got
Kids,
sweeties.
they shouldn't take candies from a stranger.
No.
Like that.
Yeah,
It's
especially a stranger like Zemo, who sings creepily like that. I feel like I wouldn't.
It's true. Yeah. But to be honest, I think he's one of my favorite characters.
I also gave 500 euros to that kid.
What's the kid can do with that?
I did it for your family.
Yeah, it was nice. But I don't really feel like a lot happened this episode. It all sort of came the last 10,
Well, a lot
15
did,
minutes.
but not much. It seems weird because so obviously he's taken the serum and gone evil. John Walker.
Yeah.
And
Lemar's
but it
dead.
feels, yeah, Lemar's dead. So actually, a lot has happened, but it didn't. Maybe that's because it felt quite like a quick episode because it was a lot of action all in one space of time, I suppose.
And we also see your favorite character, Adrian, Sam's sister.
Sarah. Oh, Mr. Thank God they got her back involved. It wasn't my favourite character. It just, they brought it in and you felt like you were going to hear a bit more about what's going on in the world.
Yeah, no sign of Torres, though. Not even a phone call.
I mean, that's the craziest bloody thing. They introduced this guy at the first episode like he's going to be some major part of it, and then all of a sudden he's just, next time he's on a phone call, and then
less and less. He's emailing next. Next week he's emailing.
You see the signature in the email, exactly. Oh, that was from... Okay, cool.
And the next episode is going to be like, Torres said to me the other day.
About Lemar.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said though, and that's it.
And then no more. Right. Is there anything else we should mention? I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, I mean, that's I think we pretty much went through everything that happened.
Yeah, there's not too much there.
Cool. So it is time for...
Right, if you're new to this the series, this is the part where Adrian, as a co-writer of all things Marvel, as if anyone didn't know already, I know, shocking.
We poached him. We poached him from Disney.
Yeah, don't tell everyone. It's not his real name, Adrian. It's a different name. But he's going to let us know a little few hints of what's to come. So, Adrian, what have you got for us this week?
Guys, you saw Captain America go bad, but have you seen him go fully bad? And I'm talking...
Well, that seemed pretty bad.
I'm talking really bad, guys. Not even just fully bad, like seriously bad. So bad that in the next episode...
Oh, go on.
He...
eats fruit without washing it.
Destroys a planet and invades the Guardians of the Galaxy land where they are.
Is it a place?
So they're on a planet which I named, but I'm sure it was renamed, guys. And when he goes there,
what did you call it?
Ozonal.
Okay, Ozonal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he goes up to Ozonal and fights Thor, Chris Pratt, Groot, the raccoon, all of them. And,
Wait, sorry, no, just clarify. So he fights Chris Pratt as in the actor? Or does he fight... Okay.
Is it out of character?
Yeah, because Chris Pratt plays himself now. It's like it's a real meta thing. I mean, he was totally into it when we were writing it. And then he was going to die. He was going to be that week's death. So anyway,
so that's a bad thing that happens.
That does sound really bad.
That's
fully
how
bad,
it
as
gets,
you said.
guys.
Fully
bad.
Yeah.
Like rotten to the core.
Okay. And do you have any more hints on who the power broker is?
It's Chris Pratt. That was also... So he's evil, and then Captain America doesn't even know that. That's the thing. So he kills him, and they're like, "Oh, thank God you're not so bad anymore, Captain America. You saved us."
So is he
like,
fully bad? if he's going after the power broker, maybe
It's
he's
an
not so
accident.
bad.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
So that's the trick. So he kills Chris Pratt because you think, oh, he's going after him, the power broker. But what you don't realize is that it's just an accident, and he's actually rotten to the core.
Very well written. Very well written. A lot of plot twists.
I know.
Well done.
Yeah. Thanks.
All in the space of 2 episodes.
It's going to happen. We've got an hour and a half. Is that what a 45 times 2 is?
About that, yeah. Good job.
Oh, thanks, guys. See you next week.
Right.
Thanks for that, Adrian.
Thanks for that, Adrian.
Insights.
And I'm curious to see what happens, but a bit sad that there's only 2 episodes left because it feels like it's kicking in now.
Yeah, exactly. It's just getting interesting.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm sure they won't disappoint us, or they will, but we'll find out in a couple of weeks.
It's one or the other, usually.
Either or. So thanks, guys, for being here, and thank you all for listening. You can find more episodes of the podcast on all the streaming platforms, and you can find our social media links in the show notes. Please share the episodes with your friends, and stay tuned for next episodes next week. See you guys.
See ya.
Goodbye.